Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to my plus size grandma reality show podcast. I'm Miss Coco Bowden. So, talking about the hardest part of my mobility journey. And I tell y'all, this has been some awesome journey. It's been a year and about 4 months, I think, since I started this journey. And it started off hard. It's gotten a little better, but there's still issues that I have to overcome. And I would say there are several things that are challenging on a day-to-day basis. When I just even like sitting here, like when I come on and talk to y'all guys, I'm sitting at a table. Hopefully I can start videoing it soon. I just got me a selfie light and stuff today. So, hopefully I can start doing a little more videos and stuff. But I'm going to tell y'all something. The hardest part of this challenge and living this life that I'm living now is making sure that I am living this life now, making sure that I am staying in the moment, making sure that I'm minding my business, not getting in everybody else's business. Oh, by the way, I hope y'all are having a great evening. I forgot to speak to y'all like that. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I do forget. But yeah, just minding my business. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that, because it used to be a time where everybody's business. Okay, y'all, hold up. Let me share this out. Okay, so what happened was it got where everybody's business became my business. Only the parts of it, though, that they wanted me to know. And so that's why I was never able to keep up with my own affairs and my own health and stuff, because I was so busy trying to be superwoman. I feel for you cats out there that want to be this superwoman that does not exist. A whole lot of disorganization is what exists, to tell the truth. I understand that everybody wants to be this big, this strong woman, but truth be told, we be weak. We be weak. We just be taking on a lot that, that we do to satisfy our friends, our family. And not only that, but to satisfy our need to want somebody to need us. Because it gets bad like that. It gets like that. And so I've learned how not to run to the rescue. I learned that I'm not the rescuer all the time. And if it was without my means, then no, I can't do it. And another thing, too, I've learned since doing the first responder class. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, if y'all have not checked out my Kiva boot camp class, I'm telling you, that class has got the 4 R's to it. And when I taught that class, I had no idea how much I was really going to learn from it myself. I had no idea. By the way, I miss Kiva tonight. I will be on tomorrow, y'all. So catch me tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will get that episode out there. I just had to take care of a lot of stuff today. Didn't expect it. I'm just getting home. Really, I'm just getting home. But anyway, that Kiva episode, I went 6 weeks teaching that class. Or it might have been 7 weeks. I think 7 weeks. I should really charge for that class, because I'm telling y'all, the knowledge and wisdom that comes out of that mug. When I got through with them 7 weeks of exercising and training my mind to respond better, to think better, to de-escalate situations, and ooh, Lord, by the time I finished that, I was like a whole nother person. I kid you not. I went into that boot camp still with shame and some disgust on me. I went into that boot camp with complex PTSD. And when I came out of that boot camp, I still had complex PTSD, but it didn't have me. I had it. It didn't have me. You hear me? So when I came out of that class, I was able to assess my own situation, show up for myself. And that's what that was basically about. Kiva Boot Camp was about showing up for yourself, making sure that you eating right, making sure that you, on your right medications, you're taking care of your health. You're going to the doctor, for your annual physicals and all that stuff. You're getting your physical exercise and you're making sure you're going to bed and you're getting your rest. Now, I kept that rest thing for a whole year, but y'all, I feel like I kind of fell off these last couple of days because I've been going to sleep like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning with them hot flashes. So I kind of fell off there. I got to get back in the game, though. But to know that changed my life. It was hard. Doing that to get my mobility back was hard. But God gave me the grace, knowledge, and wisdom to pull that class off. Even though I had never been trained by a Marine before in my life. Never knew what it was like to be a Marine. But I took about 14 weeks. I took 14 weeks studying the Marines and how they behave and what was their schedule in the mornings and how they train for battle. 14 weeks I took studying that so that I could come and teach this class from a disciplined position. And when I taught that class, it taught me that I was in so many folks' business. Oh my God, let me tell you something. You don't have to be directly in somebody's business to be nosy. Okay, sometimes it's not even called being nosy, it's called helping them. But really it's being nosy because you're so nosy, you feel like you ain't got no choice but to help them. And that's where I was at in life. I was being so nosy in everybody else's business that I did not realize that my weight was gaining up on me. My issues were piling up on me. I didn't see it because I was so far in, so deep in, had been doing it since I was 7 years old. So imagine you got 30 years behind your belt of being nosy, being in other people's business. Listen, I don't need to know what your light bill is. I don't need to know when you and your man having sex. This is just stuff people were bringing to me. And I know I do help women. I do help women now. I do. And there's a rightful time for that. And then there's just this time where, if you're coming to me and you just want my advice constantly, there's a time where you're just telling me too much information. You're telling me information about things I can't do nothing about. I don't even have an opinion on it because I don't want to be in the middle of your stuff. Okay? So, I had to learn to stop being nosy. To this day, that is still the hardest challenge. Because the form of nosiness I had would be like helping people. And so to this day, if somebody's around me and they're talking about they're going through something or they need help with something, the inside of me, that there's a part of me inside that activates and goes into this mode. I can help them. Let me see what I can do. Let me get on the line. Let me call people. Let me make something happen for them. Okay? That's how I'm wired. But the trained, disciplined, spiritual side of me, self-control side of me comes back and say, wait a minute. Is this an emergency? Is this something you could talk about and really help the person? Or are you responding out of habit? And so I had to learn the difference. Am I responding to you out of habit? Or is there something I really can do for you? Do I really even want to listen to you? Because I don't want to, be doing things and I don't have my heart all the way in it. I'm telling you, it's just something. But that is the hardest thing, not being nosy. I had to learn how to stop going on family members' pages. And some of them I even snooze their tails, y'all. Yes. Facebook has that snooze function. And I hit it. And I don't miss nobody for 30 days, 6 months. I don't miss. And I have peace on my page. When I see somebody's coming with too much drama, I don't miss it. Because I don't want to be that nosy person where my nose got me into trouble. And that's what was going on. My nose was getting me into trouble time and time again. That's why I ended up with so many bad men. Because, well, not so many. I've only been in 2.5 relationships. The half was a situationship. So, I've only had those 2 relationships my whole life. But that felt like a lot. That felt like a lot because it was long term. And if I had not been nosy, if I had not been to talkative, talking too much, just going on and on and on, then, it's a good chance that I wouldn't have been with those guys. But I was so busy trying to prove my strength to other women. Like, look at this plus size woman here. I can get any man in the room. Bam, bam. Boom, 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 boom. I can get any man in the room. That was, I'm going to tell y'all, my self-esteem was off the chain. It was through the roof. Big girl, high heels, jean outfits, you name it. And I thought I was it now. And look, back then, I didn't even really need a wig. But if I wanted to wear one, I put that mug on and start looking like I'm of a mixed race. Shoot, couldn't tell me no better. Couldn't tell them no better neither. Because I had all this fake classiness. Y'all know somebody that's fake classy? I had fake classiness about myself. And really was like just too much. Anyways, I decided that, gosh, Alani, hold up for a minute, y'all. Y'all want to know what just happened? I lost the whole topic. I had to go back and look and see what it... Oh, the hardest part of my mobility journey. I lost the whole topic, y'all. Y'all have to bear with me sometimes because sometimes I get excited and then I lose train of thought real quick. Yeah, that's another thing that's been hard about my mobility journey is the fact that my memory and... my memory and emotions, I would say. The two go hand in hand. And just when I think I have one emotion mastered, another emotion may pop up from something different. Like I could have a flashback, and if I don't intervene for myself, that flashback will run the whole day. It will rule the whole day. And so some days it's complicated and it gets really annoying having to talk myself down out of anxiety attacks, panic attacks, the cast down imagination. Sometimes it becomes overwhelming because, I can have the same flashback multiple times out of the day, and no matter what I say, it'll still keep coming. And so that becomes hard. Because when your brain is being drained, because that's what it does, it drains you, it depletes you emotionally. And then when you got something to do, like go exercise, there's no energy there for the exercise. So that has been very tough right there, the emotions. I wonder if I shared this to Twitter. And the fact that I can't remember sometimes, people be wanting to do stuff with me, but I'd be like, honey, I do not know you like that. And I don't be trying to be funny, but... the thing is, I really do not know them. They know me. But I don't register, Every now and then the face may seem familiar, but I don't register, like how do I know you sometimes? And that can be annoying and hurtful to me because I'll come home because I feel bad because, I look at somebody's face when they're talking to me and they'll look like she... being some type of way, or I feel in my head, the anxiety kicks in and I feel like, oh, they think I'm weird or something. But all it really did, they don't really think I'm weird, y'all. So I had to talk myself down from that too. They might find me strange because I don't know who they are, but it is, this is part of life for me now. And hopefully I won't be like this way much longer, and it is getting better, so I'm not even going to complain about where I'm at right now. If you know me, you know me. If I look at you a little strange, just bear with me. Just give me time to get my focus right on you. Because sometimes the identified person, I have to look them dead in their eyes so I can see who they are. So I know who they are. And on this mobility journey, that's kind of hard sometimes. Sometimes I have to look extra just to know my own family members. And sometimes that's just that safety mechanism, coming up, looking to see what kind of well, how can I say it? Look and see what kind of game they bring in today. Yeah. Okay, another part that's been hard and challenging about this mobility journey is I am so happy and thankful for supporters. But then there are some people that just, they can make me not want to put stuff out on Facebook and YouTube. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, y'all. I did just get back from grocery shopping. But they can make me not want to put nothing out on Facebook and stuff because they're always got something to say. And sometimes what they be saying is negative to me, although they feel like it's good to them, but it be a negative for me. So social media can be my downfall at times. Sometimes I may look at a picture and I may feel like, why did I put that picture up there? And then sometimes I'll be like, you know what? It's just me. It's just me, so let me leave it like it is. Yep. Another complication, or I don't know why I got sleepy, y'all. The mobility journey also. Eating. I still have an eating addiction, and most days it's controlled, but there are some days when I really go in, like with sweets. I never liked the sweets before. Before 2018, I never brought sweets like that for myself. And now it's like I can't get enough of sugar. Oh, gosh. I really feel like I could sleep good right now. But yeah, my eating habit, the addiction part is still under construction. I still don't have it perfect. I'm still, there's some days where I just like give in to temptation and just eat what I want. And there's some days when I might work it off and some days I won't work it off. I mean, it just depends. And I know there's a possibility that I can gain the weight back if I do not do what I'm supposed to do. And that's a real kick in the butt, because sometimes I don't want to do what I'm supposed to do. So when I post pictures on Facebook and stuff, don't think it's because I'm being perfect. I'm thankful, actually, because I may have had a bad month. 1 month, I think it was my birthday month, August. Oh, it's September, October, November. I feel like I'm still paying the price for August, y'all. Because when I quit smoking, it was like I got hungry. Like before, I was just eating off of my addiction. But this time, I really was hungry. Like I had stomach pains, hunger pains. And I wanted to eat. Like every hour, I felt like I needed to have something to eat. I did not know that quitting smoking would do me like that. Oh, gosh. No, don't be sleepy now. But, yeah, so that was it right there. That was a complication for me. I felt like, I honestly feel like I just got back on track with my exercising and eating within the last 2 weeks of October. I feel like things are going pretty good now. But before then, yeah, it was pretty bad. The next thing that is difficult about my mobility journey is the dating side of things, because these guys want a big woman. Most of the guys that like me, they like me bigger. And it makes me feel bad because I be like, why can't you just accept me at any size? And they're like, no, I want rolls. I want rolls. I'm like, I don't want rolls like that. But they want rolls. And I'm like, I understand you like your woman bigger and stuff, but I'm trying to be healthy. I don't care nothing about, all this other stuff. And that can make me feel bad. If I'm not careful in that end, it can lead me to depression, low self-esteem. Because to me, I will see it as a form of rejection or abandonment. Because, I was abandoned several times because of my weight as a kid. Nobody wanted to take me places, and, partially the reason I got starved out of food and stuff, So I have to be careful how I look and read into things. Another thing, y'all, I'm tired. I'm whipped. I know that's what it is. I'm whipped. And I'm probably going to go to sleep after I put up these few little things of grocery. I'm going to probably go lay down. And it's early. But I'm going to go lay down because I got to get up early tomorrow. Okay, so jumping back to the topic is the dating thing is really a bit, some of these guys just really turn me off, to be honest. They turn me off. They come up, first of all, they not all that themselves, and they have all these, things how they want me to be, but I look at them and I'm like, boy, your shoes, look at your shoes, look at your head. How you expecting me to be this 100% good-looking woman on your shoulder and you sitting here looking like a bum? Looking bad, just making yourself be bummed out. But want to expect this and don't expect. Listen, if any guys is listening and you want to date me, don't be expecting nothing from me like that. Please don't. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a sneaker girl. Yes, I would love to wear heels again someday. But like I said, I had that injury and that's what stopped me from wearing heels. But hopefully if I lose another 50, 60 pounds, I'll get to a place where I can wear heels. But don't expect it because I love sneakers too. My first love is sneakers. Sure is. My first love is sneakers. If we go on a date, I may not be in high heels. Matter of fact, I won't be. I will not be in high heels. No, 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 and no. And I'm not being rebellious. It's just that I know what's comfortable for me. I know what's good for me. I know y'all focus on being sexy. I'm focused on making sure I don't have joint pain. I'm too old to be trying to entertain some old man. If you my age trying to date, we older now. If you like what you like, then you don't like me, just walk on by because, look, I be having gout. Oh, child, I be having gout. And look, I'm pre-diabetic, so I'm trying to lose weight to get my numbers back in order and stuff. So I don't have no diabetes or nothing. I got high blood pressure, so I'm trying to walk more and save my joints so they don't get inflamed. And I can't walk good in heels. If I'm sitting there in pain, my blood pressure gonna be up. And guess what? I'm gonna be popping blood pressure pills, aspirins and stuff. No. I'm not saying you can't do all that stuff at my age, but I'm just saying, I did a lot of stuff to my body when I was younger, and I'm paying the price for it. These are consequences that I'm living through. I ain't going to say living with. I'm going to say I'm living through it because I am getting up doing something about it to make myself better and to promote my wellness. I'm an advocate for myself out of all things. I'm an advocate for myself first. But like I was saying, it's very discouraging when a man can sit there and tell you what you need to be wearing for him. And very selfish because honestly, I'm telling y'all, and let me apologize. When I say bum, I didn't even, you know what? I didn't even mean to say it like that because it's not even a bum that they look like. They just look, I don't know, but it's not even that. It's worse. It's worse. Because when you look at guys with nasty attitudes like that, you think about how many women then broke their neck to try to satisfy that man, and then he still went to the other woman. Come on now. Out here breaking necks and the brother still going to another woman? No. Out here losing hundreds and hundreds of pounds and the brother still going to another woman? No. So this is for me. I'm not doing this for nobody else. This is for me. It's for me. And so that is a difficult thing on this mobility journey, is the dating side of things, because if things don't go well with people, guess what? It might not go well with me. at the end of the day, when I lay down, if I'm stressed out over something that somebody's saying to me, then that's going to affect my health. It's going to affect how I lose weight and all that. Because I can exercise all day long, but if I'm stressed out, guess what? Them joints still going to inflame up, which is going to produce more stress hormones and stuff. And it's going to be hard to get that weight off my belly. So I'm careful with that. But you can never be too careful. You just never know when somebody's going to say something stupid like I heard the other day. You just never know. What's another challenge besides the dating issues? Oh, yeah. That, no, I don't want to talk about that part. Never mind. What's another challenge on my mobility journey is clothing. Sometimes, y'all, I get discouraged if I put on something and it feels tighter than it did the month before. It can be discouraging, and so I have to encourage myself to get up and don't give up. Just keep going, because, you know, we're not going to have perfect days. And although a lot of my photos look like perfect days, my best photos actually were on days when I had probably the worst day, you know, with training and stuff. Just because the picture looked good don't mean it was necessarily a good day for my health or anything else. But I will say the majority of it was good. But when I put on clothes, like for instance, those jeans I had on, like I could wear those jeans. I could wear them a few months ago. Wait a minute, I think it was last year when I first wore those jeans. And then I came and put those same jeans on about 4 months ago. And they were so tight around the belly that I could not fasten them or pull them up over my legs. Up over my stomach. And the reason for that was, it wasn't because I gained weight. But I tell you what it was. It was that excess skin. That excess skin, y'all, when it accumulates at the bottom, you know, I had to buy the bigger size. I may wear a 2X in real time. In real time, if I didn't have the excess skin, I probably would be in a 2X or, you know, maybe a 1X in like jogging pants and stuff. But because I have this extra skin and extra belly and stuff, and it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's like lapping on my legs and stuff and falling everywhere. And some days it feels like it's going away. And then there's other days it feels like it's pulling more forward. That I have to tell myself, girl, you up and you still moving, so don't even worry about it. Because if I sit there and plunder on the fact, where did I gain this weight at? What part of me gained weight? It's going to be hard because you never know what part of you is losing weight, first of all. And I didn't know there was so many layers to losing weight. You hear me? It is so many layers. It's not just pounds, but it's layers in your body. Like, my stomach has a certain amount of fat in it. My rolls have a certain amount of fat in them. My arms, my fingers. And you never know which part is going to lose the weight. So you may lose weight in one area 1 month, but the next month you might not lose weight in that area. And so there's no layering coming off. And it's strange. It's crazy. But it works like that. Like in my legs, I remember when I first started, I was like, my belly is not going nowhere. My thighs is not going nowhere. And then all of a sudden in 6 months, I had this belly starting to hang forward. And you know, they call this the apron belly, I believe. I believe it's called the apron belly. I used to call it a pouch back in my day, though. But anyways, I need to paint my nails while I'm sitting here talking to y'all. And this is a pretty pink. My granddaughter's, but I'm going to use it. But yeah, I started losing weight in my arms. And then it stopped. Like right now, if I was not taking pictures, I really would believe I lost nothing. Because sometimes it don't feel like I lost anything. once I get stuck, whenever I get stuck on a weight, I think it's called plateau. Whenever I plateau, that's the moment when I'm like, dang, I'm not losing any more weight. And that weight just stays the same for about, it either stays the same or goes up for about, let's see, about a month. And if I don't do something different in my exercise, I will not lose no weight. Like, the numbers don't even move. Like, now I just be looking for the inches to go. Because that scale don't be moving all the time. So, the inches is what I go by. And why did I start doing this, y'all? This is some pretty pink polish. And I cannot paint nails good, but it is done. Yup. But clothing can make you happy or it can make you sad. If you got an outfit that you really want to wear, and then all of a sudden you put it on and it don't fit on you like the way you imagine in your head. I didn't have a lot of outfits like that. It didn't fit the way I imagined in my head. And so I would feel some type of way, and I'd be like, dang, did I gain weight? Kind of be hard on myself sometimes. So in conclusion of all this, I just want people to know that I'm not perfect in this journey, and I don't try to make people think that I'm perfect or that I have the perfect walk or that I don't make mistakes or that some days, that every day is Sunday, every day is good. That's not true. That's not realistic. If everything was good, I wouldn't need God. And I can tell you, He is the one person that I have a relationship with that I need to talk to every day, that I need to learn more and more about every day. And regardless of what anybody says about me or how I speak about God or how I tell my testimonies, I will say God has been here with me through it all. And I will always declare those works and those testimonies because it's because of Him. Like, I could not think and do any of this stuff on my own. It's because of Him. He's ordering my steps. He's teaching me what I need to do. Teaching me how to move forward. Teaching me how to keep my home up. Teaching me how to dress. Teaching me, how to be my best. Teaching me how to spread His word. And sometimes I think leaders get it twisted. That they ought to knock other leaders down, or they ought to knock the teachers down and stuff. I just try to teach people about Jesus and how the Lord changed my life. Because I know there's somebody out there that need a word from time to time, and somebody needs to know that they're not going through stuff alone. And that's why I don't mind sharing my testimony. And that's why I'm not ashamed of where I've been. I'm not ashamed of, the things that I had to go through and the situations I came out of, the situations that came to me. I'm not ashamed of that stuff anymore. And people, some of these leaders would rather you be shamed so you don't embarrass them. Y'all hear what I'm saying? There are some people out here that are ashamed because of your testimony. They feel like it's a reflection of them. And they don't want you to tell it. So when I get on here and I talk about the situations that I go through in dating and eating addictions and stuff like that, I've heard people, listen. When I went to pastors and stuff, probably like 10, 13 years ago, a lot of them turned me away when I needed help. They didn't have time to sit and talk with me. They didn't have time to guide me through anything. And then I found out they going through stuff themselves. And so that made me feel even more bad, more worse for asking them to pray for me. And so I had to learn how to see God for myself. And now that I see Him for myself, there's people still hating. Because I see God for myself. These troubled times and difficulties are part of life. This is what is helping me to grow. I don't like being in difficult times. I really don't. But I've learned how to count it all joy and still walk with a smile on my face. Still get up every morning and do the things I need to do to take care of me, regardless. Regardless if I fail or if I succeed. I know Jesus is still right there with me. So I would say, listen, if you fail, count it all joy. If you happen to eat too much, count it all joy. We're not perfect beings. I heard somebody talking about how the Christian walk should be a perfect walk and how it's a piece of cake, and basically there ain't nothing you're going to feel because, God is with you. You're not going to feel these things. But I'm going to tell you, if you don't feel them, then you won't need God. If you don't feel them, then you can't change. Because you don't see anything wrong or you don't feel the need to change. And so when God started, turning my life around, it was like this whole big mess started becoming straight. Now I started seeing situations for what they were. I started seeing men for who they were. I've been 11 years single. And it's still hard for me to believe that out of 11 years, nobody wanted me. Well, they wanted my body. They didn't want me, okay? They didn't want my personality. They didn't want my sense of humor. But they wanted my body. They wanted my body. That became a big distraction in my life. That became a big hurt, insult in my life. Because once, them scales fall off and you realize somebody's only dealing with you because of your body, that's a hurting feeling. I ain't asked God why am I single, though. I have not asked God that. I have not asked him, why am I still single after 11 years? I haven't asked him that. I haven't felt the need to ask him that because I'm actually having the time of my life and enjoying myself and enjoying others who want to be part of my life. So I have not asked that, and I'm not rushing God on his time. And that's his timing. That's none of my business. Like I said at the beginning, I was getting in too many people's business. And even when it's got something to do with me, that's the Lord's business. So I need to act like a child and stay in a child's place. And give him time to do what he got to do to work through me. Okay, so I did talk myself sleeping tonight. That's a good thing because I'm going to sleep good because I think it's raining out there. My son said it was supposed to rain, I think. So that's a good thing. But I will say discouragement will always come around, but we don't have to give in to it. And, these situations that I talked about tonight, concerning obesity and concerning my mobility. I have not told y'all, though, how I'm doing now. I'm going to tell y'all how I'm doing now. I'm a lot better than I was 1 year ago. A lot better. I still have moments of pain in my right butt cheek. So I'm still dealing with sciatic nerve trouble. I still have trouble walking long distance because, I had that, sometimes I breathe good and sometimes it's, it's a prayerful thing. I'm doing chores and stuff. So I'm not complaining. I'm doing chores in my home. I really don't have much to do like that. Just make sure I keep trash threw away, sweep the floor, and I don't have company coming like that either, though. So I'm pretty good with how I keep tidy and stuff. What else? I just feel like I have sincerely taught myself to sleep. But the progress has been real, and I'm very thankful that I am able to do more now than I did last year at this time. Last year at this time, y'all, I was looking at some of the pictures and my belly was way out there. Like it was stuck up there. It looked like I was constipated too. But I'm glad to see that my stomach and my arms and thighs have came a long way. Like I'm actually starting to look like my legs are slimming up and stuff. So I'm seeing the work payoff that I have put in. I'm definitely seeing that. So I'm not complaining. I'm still in a good place. I'm still in this thing to win it. I'm still in it to press toward the prize. I'm still in it because I want to be in a size. To be honest, I want to get to me a size 14 or 16 pair of jeans. That's what size jeans I want to wear. That's jeans. The jeans I had on the other day was like a 26, I think. There was a 26. And the thighs felt okay. I mean, it was okay. But the thighs were still a little, it wasn't tight, but I got this wad of fat in the front of my thighs. So it was, that was still sticking out. I would love to see that part of my thigh go down. Boy, if I was to see that part go down, like, that would be a whole new world for me. Because I didn't want it to turn into one of those, like, balls that you see some people have. And it be swagging on them. So, to lose weight and see this front part of my thigh come down, the front and inner part, man, that is, ooh. Like, I can't even describe how I would feel. But I'm going to keep working till I get towards it. And my arms, as far as the mobility with my arms, I'm able to move them better. I can, I got range of motion. It's getting to where it's full range. I mean, this has been a year and some months work. But y'all got to think that was 30 years damage I done to myself. So, I'm on point. I'm on time. Yup, I'm on time. I got mobility, range of motion, and I'm going to still be, my weight bar. I have not used it yet because, like I said, I just got my selfie light tonight, and I got a space that I'm cleaning out to do some videos and stuff. And when I get ready to use it, y'all will be seeing me work out. And you got to go follow me on my Plus Size Grandma reality show podcast in order to see what I'm doing. But right now I'm just trying to build my little safe place where I can video and stuff. That's what I call it, my little safe space. This is the space I come into to do my working out or my talking. Yes. Anyway, y'all, I have done taught myself to sleep, and I'm not kidding you. I really have. I was doing good, and all of a sudden, I just got sleepy. All of a sudden. So, if y'all like this episode, y'all know what to do. Heart me on Spreaker and like me in other areas. And share with your friends and family. Because my journey is real. Your journey is real. And we all gonna have what God says we can have. We ain't got to force, steal, kill, none of that stuff. We're gonna have what God says we can have, okay? Peace, love, and don't forget to subscribe. And good night, y'all, because I am totally bummed out. I'm washed out. I just want to get up under my comforters. And I better not start talking again. But I just want to get up under my comforters and let the air blow on me. That's going to be some good sleep tonight. God bless y'all. See y'all tomorrow.